Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiancé.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day fiancé.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality gaze. Let's love.
Christina, can you see my junk?
Yeah. Nobody's commented on it. You know what? If no one comments on it, then let's just shut the fuck up about it.
It's okay to see a little bit of my underwear.
Yep. Yo,
Right?
welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Are we rolling?
If your intimate portrait, Poodle just said it's okay to see a little bit of my
you
underwear.
don't see it. You can't see it where you are.
Y'all, if you're
You can't see it where you are.
if you're with us, there's a space in the couch, and you're sitting right here.
Hi. Now, where you are on the couch, you can see my underwear.
You can see my junk. And if you're in the audio, just listening to the podcast, you're lucky. You're lucky. You're the luckiest one.
I've got on underwear that say Sunday on them.
I'm glad it's Sunday.
Thank God it's Sunday.
That would be like that commercial. It's Wednesday, Gary.
It's Wednesday.
All right.
Boy, someone remembers every line they've been given to say on a commercial.
Yeah, you pay me for it. I'll remember it. Sure will. Actually, I didn't say that line.
This is reality gaze.
Yes, this is reality gaze.
Did you just say you reacted
I
to the
reacted
line?
to it. Yeah, I acted.
You know that's not doesn't count.
But it was Shakespearean. I mean, truly. A lot of Meisner I used for that role.
Yeah. This is gross.
Y'all, this is season 6, episode 5, part
Part 2. What's it called?
Love takes hostages. I don't still know what this means.
I think it's a very overblown title for a very boring episode.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't think we have any announcements this episode.
No.
We're finishing up the tell-all. We're going to do that.
The single life tell-all, which was very dramatic.
It was very dramatic.
Lots of yelling. Mother Debbie just yelling at Jess.
Pee-wee just...
Pee-wee. Pee-wee was off the chain.
Y'all, Pee-wee is going to be brutal.
He was like, bro, just his voice became like this.
Yes. And then Jess was a liar. It's a lie, Jess.
And Jess's
husband, Brian,
who, if you opened up his head, there would just be like music from the band Fish playing.
And air.
There's nothing. He is an empty-headed moron.
He is one of the stupidest people I've ever seen on TV.
He's kind of like...
yeah,
but you called him that.
It's bad.
He's really dumb.
Really done. There is I feel like we would not be good 90-Day Fiancé podcasters if it's a bit of a spoiler. If you haven't seen the tell-all, turn it off for the next 10 or 30 seconds. But
I haven't seen all of it yet.
Well, but you saw this. Colt got married.
Colt's married.
Colt is married. Colty. Married to Vanessa.
How is it possible that I'm actually happy for them?
I don't know how either. We're going to discuss that.
So you're happy for them too?
I am.
And I'm happy for almost no one.
And I'm happy for them, and I appreciated Colt's comments all during the I don't know what's happening.
Like, seriously, y'all, when I say, oh, I'm so happy for you, I'm usually not.
He's usually not.
I'm usually phoning it in.
Yeah.
I'm happy for them. I can't believe I'm saying it. I don't know.
It was very dramatic, but I was watching it, and my boyfriend said, fuck, I just went on a walk on the beach and did a meditation, and this just stressed me out. Because they're all screaming. Lots of screaming.
They are all screaming.
Anyway,
it's a lot of screaming. But then there's like a weird moment where things change completely, and I was just like, What happened?
We're going to talk about it. There's some Fernanda. Robbie comes back, and
Robbie looks good. But so does. Well, we can't give away a ton.
But her roommate. But Robbie looks. I think he's
roommate.
I think Robbie's way hotter.
Me too. Robbie was wearing makeup too.
Can we talk about Mario, Kelly's brother? Ooh.
Oh, I wasn't there yet. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen him.
Ooh. Hello.
That's weird because they seemed like they were finished with them when I saw it last.
Poodle still has 30 minutes left to watch because Poodle texted me and said, I have to take a break from this.
This is so dramatic.
It's so dramatic.
Today's already been a busy day, and I was like, I can't process anymore.
He was just full. So anyway, we're going to be recapping the tell-all, even though somebody's like, y'all just did.
There's a lot, though. There's a lot to talk about.
So that's going to be wrapping up.
Same time. We did just say... We do that.
A new episode of Extreme... We're recording this on Sunday, so new Extreme Sisters tonight!
Again, I can't. It's another show. I am not looking forward to that.
And we're going to be premiering our new Extreme Sisters theme
song
this
right.
week.
The theme song is written.
So that's going to be happening. So we're going to talk to Chris Fair this week. Hopefully do a collab with her coming
I'm excited about the theme song.
I am too.
I like it.
Anyway... Lots of good stuff coming this week, and then our Back Curious we're going to be dropping at the
next week.
Is it next week we're going to do?
No,
because that's when it premieres.
It airs the 26th.
What is it again? Sorry, don't remember.
I only remind you stuff from day to day.
Don't remember.
You're going to be one of the people like, what's your name again?
What's
your name, honey?
Oh yes.
But and people
you guys, when I meet you. I'm going to meet you, and I go, okay. And you say, hi, my name's Patricia. And I literally go, Patricia. And then 5 minutes later, I'm like,
that's why you call everyone Sugar. Y'all, if he calls you Sugar, he has no fucking clue what your name is.
Not always, but 50-50, yes.
Yeah. Where were we?
Exactly.
We
were talking.
I don't know.
We should just move on. We forgot what it was, and we'll move on. But we were talking about Chris Fair.
Extreme Sisters.
Extreme Sisters. And I think that's it. 90 Day Caribbean Love's coming. By Curious.
It's called the 40-Year-Old Property Virgin on Discovery Plus. Yes, it is a Discovery Plus show. Y'all, they get someone who's moving out of their parents' house.
Who's lived there
their whole life. So it's that mixed with
the Property Brother, Reno's. Like, it's going to be...
It's going to be good. I knew it would be right for us.
I'm excited.
Who's excited?
You know who's not excited? I started to make that a good transition, but it's not. Kalani. About anything. I don't think Kalani's been excited about anything for years.
Hold on, let me get the music.
Now it's time for the Tears of Kalani. Another segment of the Tears. Someone made a graphic. I need to post it on our Instagram. A graphic of the title card of The Tears of Kalani.
Tears of Kalani.
Because she's always touching her face where the tears are.
Somebody tweeted us also, and somebody Instagram messaged me saying, what happened to the Facebook group? It's closed. Y'all, once a month we do a sissy snooze. We should have announced that. We'll try to be better. But
you mean on the podcast?
We snooze the Facebook group just because a lot of big groups do this. It gives time for us to talk with the moderators, reassess, make sure the group is doing what the intentions are, and also our Facebook moderators.
Our moderators work really hard.
They work really hard.
Because y'all are fucking cuckoo.
Because you're cuckoo. Cuckoo, I'm going to post again. I'm going to post about this COVID cure.
I'm going to call the Michigan Attorney General and tell him he better get his stuff together.
I want to tag him in this sippy squad. Sip. Yep. God bless her.
I hope she gets everything coming to her.
She's a horrible villain.
Sue her.
Yes.
I hope, because if you guys
I miss her from the show.
Don't know. Oh, me too. the attorney general told her that they're going to investigate when she
This
was
is Stephanie, y'all.
her whatever her cure was, her latrestamine or whatever the stuff she injects into herself. The anti-aging also keeps you away from the cova.
Yeah, keeps cova away. Cova.
So you're not gonna get the cova.
You know I wouldn't like because I'm Christian.
It gets the immune system going.
Because I'm Christian. I got Christian people
I haven't
paid to be here at all.
I came back from Layville, Belize. Had bug bites all over my
bug
body.
bites. Confused me. Anyway.
We watched that 15-minute thing, so you never had to.
So you never had to.
Those poor hostages. Maybe that's where it's from. Love takes hostages.
Maybe that's where it takes from. So, yes. But anyway, y'all, that's Sissy's News. We do it once a month. Everything's fine. Actually,
everything's more than fine.
The group is fantastic and really doing well. But we just take breaks.
Yeah.
That's it. Thank you, Mod Squad. We love you.
Nothing's wrong.
We appreciate you.
Nothing's wrong to actually take a pause in an archive.
And you know what? Put down the phone. look at your kids. Like,
actually look at your kid.
Yeah, watch MacGyver. I don't know. Do something. Go
take a bath.
Take a bath. Take a walk. Fuck yourself with your vibrator. Whatever you want. Do what you need to do.
You do you, boo.
Do. But just get off Facebook. All right. Kalani. So
Tears of Kalani.
Guess who's back in town?
Pablo. Kalani, you want to get some cold coffee with me?
Blink.
What is...
That's when he's walking with his stirrups. You know
blink.
Well, you know the sound.
But blink is not a sound effect. Blink. No, it's like clink, 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 blink. Sometimes I feel like you were an alien sent that you aren't really taught normal words. Blink. No. I reject blink. I rebuke it. It's not real.
I rebuke Frappuccino. I just want a black
I just
coffee.
want to give me a
black coffee, lady.
Just a
That's what I want,
plain coffee.
In fact, if it's not thick, I don't want it.
Remember when I was young and I used to take you to the shooting range?
So, don't fuck with Papa Lo.
Yeah,
y'all.
that's right.
Papa Lo is back. Apparently, he went to California.
He was
to work, which just reinforces our theory, y'all. He's a hitman. He's a hitman.
I believe it.
Papa Lo.
When you hear that voice in the darkness, duck.
If you are walking to your apartment and it's dark and Papa Lo, you just hear him turn on the light and he goes, "Howdy." You dead.
And you hear blink, blink, blink. Blink, because that's the sound of Spurs, evidently.
Spurs,
Blink.
That's what they're called, like San Antonio. Anyway, that's what you're going to hear, and you're dead.
You're crazy.
So don't fuck with him. So they're going to go drive to get coffee.
Your mother told me you've been thinking about divorce, and I don't believe in it because in Samoa we believe people get married and stay married.
And Kalani says it's just been so one-sided for so long. And I feel like giving up. And I just want to say something. Getting divorced is not getting up.
I wanted to say that too. And I think I want to say later on, Papa Lo says divorce is for people who give up.
And that's where she's
what
getting
he says.
I'm going to say that, Sissy, if you get divorced, if you have gotten, that is not giving up. I think divorce is...
It feels like a celebration for me. When I get divorced... It's like at half.
You do get half. That's why Poodle's...
It's called the emancipation of Miss Poodle Boudreaux.
It's true. She's living in California. She's going to live in California and New York where the divorce laws are very... Never going to find this bitch married in Idaho.
No. You need to get everything.
You need to get everything. But
What is that? Darling, get everything. Is that Zsa Zsa Gabor?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
It's for Kalani, divorce is just it's not a backwards to me. It's not even like a forwards. It's just moving. It's transitioning to what you need in your life, and
I think it's that way. I think a lot of people think of divorce as failure like your marriage failed.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the deeper thing in here is it's just not cultural for Samoans.
Yeah.
It is. So that's the big deal. So Papa Lo was definitely raised with that. Kalani really was probably raised with that idea,
but saw it in America, although they are in Utah.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm imagining, because usually people that are more religious.
Well,
she was a high rate of divorce.
She was a good Mormon girl until she banged a Swelu.
Oh wait, I forgot they were Mormon. Mm-hmm. Hey Siri, what's the divorce rate of Mormons?
Not making any point.
Okay, I found this on the web for what's the divorce rate of Mormons.
LD, yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to research before I actually said something, and that's as far as we researched. I knew it is low in divorce. No, we did know, but I just didn't want to make that assumption. But yes, so she's seen some divorce, but it's probably very much there. I bet a lot of Mormon people would say, or just I've heard very religious people say, why would you want to give a divorce and give up on this,
and give up on, especially when you have kids
with this marriage
but you have to look at it also. If the kids are going to be around you, what's better? What's better for your kids? And maybe you can't answer this, but if your kids are going to see you fighting, if your kids are going to grow up with neither of you, your husband or you, being happy, what is better?
It's interesting because people think my parents.
Would you have rather had your parents stay together?
We've talked about this before, so I won't. Because
my parents are together,
detail, but my parents divorced when I was a sophomore, right before my sophomore year of high school. And then later on told us we would have gotten divorced earlier, but we stayed together for your kids. And it made my brother feel like shit.
That would have made me feel guilty, too.
Don't ever tell your kids that, I have to say.
No, don't tell your fucking kids that, y'all.
When I think about the people that my dad and my mother went on to marry, that potentially could have been like, if they got divorced when I was like 10, that could have been my step-parents. Mm-hmm. I would not have enjoyed that. But, because they didn't really have the best pickers.
No.
Now, but some people do have amazing, and go on.
Your pickers off.
And they go off and marry people that is better. So, I think in retrospect, I still think it would have been better for my parents to have gotten divorced, because what people don't realize, yes, you live with your children for 18 years of your life, but the patterns you teach your children are what they carry on for the rest of their life. Until they fucking work it out. So the patterns that my parents taught me about relationships and how to be in a relationship, I had to break. Mm-hmm. And that didn't happen till well into my 40s. And I think late 30s. I think if my mother and father had shown me not only what a healthy marriage is like, but what a healthy divorce can be when two people, can leave. And I think that I don't know. I'd be interested to see how that would have affected me within my romantic relationship.
And no one can tell someone you should get a divorce.
And there's no right way, y'all. We're not giving you. You're living your life. I'm basically married. You're alone, and then but we're not going to have kids. That's a whole different thing too. So that's why I feel like divorce is still something that is so traumatic to so many people in this country. But now, because it's so common, people have this idea of like, oh yeah, you should just deal with it. Yeah, and I think from a mental health standpoint, it's still a very traumatic thing for families that often isn't like. I would love to see more groups of divorced parents. You don't see that promoted a lot. I know those things are out there, but it's just not. It's the normalization of talking about the trauma of divorce is not normalized. I don't think.
I think there are like support groups for it, but
we don't see memes about divorce.
Yeah,
we don't see, and a lot of people honestly are like, yeah, my parents got divorced too.
It seems
big
like
deal.
such a normal thing,
but just because it's quote unquote normal, doesn't mean it's not traumatic.
No, it's true.
Maybe that'll be my new charity, my new platform. It won't.
It won't.
It won't.
So Papa Lo, all I could see is the chocolate cupcake he had in front of him.
Once that was on screen, Poodle was transfixed.
So now I'm thinking about it again. And he says you have
probably had just kind of like, it's a little sweet, but probably not too much. And it hits you in the back
maybe
of the
a
mouth.
little salty.
Yeah. Hits you on the back.
So he says you have to change a little too because you have 2 boys now. And he says, I don't even think they have divorce lawyers in Samoa. So
I mean, and he's saying basically you have to accept it. And it's what sucks about it is I mean, she was a baby when this happened practically.
Yep.
You know, she was so young. I know she was
mid-20s.
But she was just so young and probably so naive, and so it's just such a young age to.
I don't think she's as young as you think. She's 30s now.
She is. We really don't know people's ages on this show. Oh, you said that. You said that Yara was in her 30s.
You speak in the collective. No, I said Yara was 28.
No, you said someone was in their. You said Julia was in her 30s, and people came for you.
No, I said Julia.
Gary, roll that tape.
I said Julia was 28.
You said one of them was in her 30s.
Yara's 25. Julia's 26.
I don't remember. Anyway, so now Dad says if you didn't have boys, I wouldn't bat one eye at
That's interesting, isn't it?
But it's because you have boys, and also Kalani is probably dealing with similar to what Shoulders McGee, Tiffany is dealing with, is that they know if I divorce this person when my kids are young, my kids could potentially have to go to fucking Samoa for like 4 to 6 months. And what the fuck? That's terrifying to her.
I think what this parallels what a lot happens to American. There's this idea of as soon as I have a family, I need to kind of not live for myself, and whatever I do, I need to live for my kids, or I need to. My only path is my happiness doesn't matter. It only matters my kids' happiness. But that is a simplification because a lot of times your own happiness is going to completely determine whether your child's going to be happy or not.
I remember when there was a child psychologist and a family therapist who once on Oprah said the priority should be for people. They were talking about what's your priorities. And a lot of people said God first, and that's great. And then but their second, and the woman said, not counting God, what's your first priority? And all the women that were mothers said their children first. And one mother said, me, my marriage to my husband, and then my children. And
she was reviled.
Eviscerated her. And the psychologist explained, but if you are supporting yourself, if you are giving and nurturing your marriage, it all filters into the family of your children, into your life. And so
it also kind of says that you can do different things at one time. I'm just thinking that people always say, you hear that a lot of, I stayed with my husband for the kids.
And I'll be honest.
I can.
I said not to do it, but if I was Kalani or Tiffany right now, I might stay at least for I would not want my baby to go over to South Africa for 6 months.
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Well, she's already saying that.
But I would make it a very, concentrated effort of getting this, I think, of getting my marriage in order. Again, two gay white men talking about child rearing.
Explain marriage.
But actually, we're not talking about childhood and marriage. I think we talk about this because we have so many girlfriends that are married, that are divorced, that we hear the guilt they put on themselves.
Yeah.
So we want to speak to that.
And I have lots of friends who have
You've
divorced
also
parents.
fucked a lot of married men, so you know about that.
True.
With children.
With children.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do I have to meet the child again?
I mean, they're not married, divorced. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Divorced, I should say.
I'm like, does that mean I have to become a stepmom? Have you ever heard of a little thing called boarding school?
So now Papa Lo is saying, again, you have to fight. And Dad's like, it seems like he is changing. Be patient with him.
And then she says, but you don't have a time limit like I do, basically.
And Papa Lo's like, again, it's easier for Papa Lo, it's easier for us to give advice because we're not fucking in it. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, no matter what anybody says, y'all, if you're in the situation, you need to be still.
Do what's good for you.
Get with your God. Get with God. Get whatever yourself, your inner self, and do what's good for you.
Yeah.
So Papa Asuelu and
Papa
Kalani and Asuelu are going to go play golf. They're talking about cricket. And
I thought
that.
this is going to go terribly, but Asuelu's not bad. He's not
I will
great.
say, Asuelu, he's not bad.
He plays volleyball.
I want to say something.
Don't know.
If you're sitting on this couch and for some reason when you saw Papa Lowe play golf and you were a little attracted to him, raise your hand.
No, I'm not. No, you have weird likes.
I don't know why, but I was a little attracted to him. He's
you
wearing
need
those shorts.
You
it's
need
got
to
a preppy
process.
shirt. I saw his
this
tattoos.
is more trauma.
I just thought, I was kind of like, whoa.
This is like
Whoa.
Papa Plath, which is fucked up.
You know what? I retracted that.
Not for me.
It was weird lighting. He looked attractive for 5 minutes, and I took it back. Papa Lowe, however, I think if I shaved his beard and kind of trimmed up that beard, I know that's his culture, so I don't want to offend, but I'm saying for my personal taste, if we kind of shaved his face and it's just some scruff, I think he could get it.
No.
And he's got that bald head.
No.
Okay.
No.
We
We're
should move.
saying no.
Okay, we should move on.
I just want to. I want to have something that just comes down and goes no, like those guns that fire and it goes bang.
Bang.
I want to have a gun that goes no.
You know what? I've always seen those, and I've never, like on television, I've never seen one in real life. Have you?
This is a ridiculous question.
Do they even make them?
I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
This is already off the rails.
So y'all,
But
they're golfing.
They're just talking about and
how you getting along?
And
I heard Kalani's been talking about divorce.
He does say
Blink.
it with just like
Blink, blink. He does say divorce, like very dramatic.
And Asuelu's like, well, I'm not sure actually how we're getting along. And he's like, we have big issues in our communication.
And he said, why did she? I didn't know this was so serious. Why did she talk about divorce without telling me? And I went, and I want to ask you, didn't she? Has she mentioned this in front of him?
I don't think she's brought it up recently. She's brought it up before, but I think since he's been new Asuelu or Asuelu 2.0, she hasn't mentioned it because she doesn't want to rock the boat. She's so afraid she doesn't want to fight with him. And
that's true.
I think this shakes Asuelu because he starts crying a little bit.
Yeah, he says, I'm working on my communication. And Papa Lowe said, you know, Kalani's mom and I, we went through the same thing. She's an American woman. I mean, he said, we had a really hard time, but we got through it.
But it's interesting. Papa Lowe, though, is a completely different person than Asuelu.
He is, and I also want to make a point. Mom, it seems to be, from what we're saying, Kalani's mom seems to have a totally different narrative than her father.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like Kalani is getting mixed because I feel like her mom has been more supportive of the divorce. She doesn't think it's going to work out. She's ready for them to move on, but yet Dad is saying, "Don't give up," and guilting her and say, "Keep trying."
It is weird.
So,
I think Kalani more than anybody else. Mom isn't pushing divorce either.
But we haven't heard her say not.
She hasn't.
So
You're
I
right.
just need to know what the united front is on that. But that's when he cries and he says, I really appreciate you taking me out. And Papa Lowe says, hey, man, I'm here for you. And he's glad he has his back. And he said, but it's so, Asuelu gets so scared by this because, y'all, for him,
he could be deported.
For him, if they get divorced, he loses everything. And I don't think he talks a lot about Samoa and his love for it, but do you think he wants to go back there?
No, because he might, but he would be devastated being away from his kids.
Because I do think he loves his kids.
I think so too.
So yeah,
yeah.
That's all I have.
It's not good.
It's not
good.
It's not good, but it's also
rough going on the tears of Kalani this episode.
But you know what I do like about this segment? It's real in that I've heard these conversations with people in our lives all the time.
No, you're right. No, it's divorce.
Well, you still looked at my hand. You're afraid I'm going to hold your hand?
I'm afraid you're going to try to hold my hand.
One hand, take up my heart. Make up my heart. One heart. Now we begin. Now we get started. One hand. One heart. Only love will. I forgot how it ends.
I don't know either.
There you go. Y'all, we need to take a commercial. But
the commercial, the it wasn't in the right key, so it was hard for me.
yeah, yeah, that was it. It's done. Put a pin in it. I'm using that. Put a pin in it.
Put a pin in it. You're done.
Jovi
that means
and
to come
Yara,
back till later.
They're coming up next. We also are going to be talking about Mike and Natalie. And believe me, we might be talking to some other. You know what? I just want to say, y'all, we're going to Oklahoma.
It's a really good get.
And it's a really good
good get. Their schedule was booked, but they worked us in.
We got them. All right. We'll see you after the break.
Bye.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Who's Tracy?
I miss her.
Who's Tracy?
I miss Lindsay Huber. Not Huber.
Is it
Hubbard.
Who knows?
Who's? I know Lindsay Huber. Or I know a Kim Huber.
We're in a gray area, and it's a gay area. We're in a gay area.
Always.
And we need to move on.
Let's talk about Jovi and Yara.
Jovi child. Having the baby.
I don't like your Cajun accent.
We're down on the bayou, baby.
Baby. Close enough.
Anyway.
I wrote down, Yara looks great.
She does.
Y'all.
There's a lot of women out there going, this bitch just had a baby because she looks great.
It's pretty ridiculous. They're going out, and Mama Jovi, child, she gonna want that baby. She gonna feed that baby some etouffee. She gonna give that baby all kind of love, and she gonna give that baby a lanyard.
Exactly.
That was my neighbors slamming their door.
And I'm like, thank you. Thank you.
She gonna bring a present to the baby. She gonna bring a cado to the baby. Cado. All kind of cado.
So Yara's nervous to leave, but they're going on this anyway. And so Gwen is there. She brings a gift, and Yara says, why not Gucci?
She goes, it's Polo. Why not Gucci? She's label whore. I love it.
It's cute, though. And Jovi's kind of saying, they go, and they're going to this place to eat and drink. And Jovi says, maybe I will get lucky. And Yara's like, you won't get lucky tonight.
She's, as Jovi says, Yara's just like, I can't have sex because Jovi's
it's been a long time.
She's just, I can't have sex because Yara's like pushed the baby out of her vagina.
Like down the vaginal wall.
That's what happens,
The vaginal
evidently.
canal went the baby. And so,
last time we had sex was actually the night Mila was
conceived.
We think it like helped with all the pressure.
Oh yeah, the
baby's like,
she's like, get me out of here! I'm tired of seeing daddy's dick.
That's a really disturbing thing to say.
That's the fourth version of Look Who's Talking that they decided not to release. Didn't make the editor's cut.
Get me out of here. I'm tired of seeing daddy's dick.
You see a baby inside there.
And the baby goes.
A dick just kind of popping up and out.
The baby goes,
yeah.
No.
And
Get me out of here. I'm tired of seeing daddy's dick.
It's the voice of Sandra Bernhard. Not Bernard, but Sandra Bernhard, who's just saying, get me the fuck out of here. Sarah Bernhard, yes.
Not Sandra Bernhard.
Same thing.
So he basically is talking to her. Usually when I talk to Yara about something, I just like buy her a new bag, but can't really do that right now.
Because he was saying that's basically where he was doing is that when he was gone, he would buy her things. And he can't do that now.
Because he needs to tell her
something.
He's leaving early.
I guess I feel like you should have told her beginning. But
well, this happened with Russ, who did the same thing.
So I guess it's like part of their job.
Yeah.
That, because especially with COVID.
And he has to quarantine.
Yeah. He was supposed to have a few weeks left, but then he has to find out he's got to leave in a few days. And I think this is real, y'all, because Yara starts full on crying. And she's just like.
Well, like, she's probably like.
It's really hard.
Postpartum. Right now, and all your emotions are...
Even all that aside.
And she also she left her baby for the first time.
Yes. And so I kind of hope she relents and moves in with Gwen.
Me too.
I think that would be good for her.
But she even says, she's like, I did not move to this country to move in with my mother-in-law.
That said, though, I know she didn't plan on having a baby this early, but she did know Joey's job. Yeah. She did know his job.
I think, and I think I said this on the last episode they were on, I think it's great to watch these two becoming parents. I don't think there's a lot of drama here. Aside from being new parents.
I think it's like the normal drama because a lot of people have to deal with their husband or spouse or whoever's staying is working, and if someone's staying home, they have to deal with that.
I'm saying there's not a lot of the drama is of situation.
Yeah.
And unlike personal drama like Asuelu and Kalani.
Yes.
And
because they're both Yara and Jovi are like good people and not crazy, super crazy, you know? And
we think.
And so Yara says, she's like, but the game, she's like, I'm trying to she totally messes up. But I think what she means to say is that she's trying to play the game, and every time the goalpost gets moved down the road,
they just keep moving along. You should just harmonize instead of taking the high.
That's a good
It's a really good song.
Why aren't they making a Broadway show of that? Like that people go see.
Smash? Because it wouldn't hang together. Like the version of Marilyn or the show Smash?
The version of Marilyn. Bombshell.
Because it's never really written.
They should write it. Didn't one of them die?
No.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of somebody else.
I don't know. It's so old-fashioned in a way.
And no, musical is not that way now.
It's not the way we're not there. The
Hope
way we
get back
to be.
there.
I know.
So she's not ready for him to go, and she said, and Yara's not just thinking about.
I think they did a reading one night.
They did do a reading. Yeah. Megan Hilty just posted about it because it's been like a year anniversary or something to a year. Yara says that it's also for him. He's going to lose such an important time with Mila.
Yeah, he said, I'm worried about
and that's
losing
hard for
all
him.
his time with Mila.
Because he's going to come back to a different baby.
I know.
4 months
it is
from
sad.
1 month, it's a different baby. So, anyway, it's a lot. It's a shitty situation.
Let me come back to the time when a baby's talking. Going, hello, Daddy.
Oh, wow.
Hello there, son.
Jovi says, well, you know, I always find a way to make things work. And I'm like, you kind of don't always do that, Jovi, but sure. But then Joey says this all the time. He's like, it's just this one time and then life will be good. And I'm like, are you quitting your job and then staying with her? Because if it's just this one time, you're going to work your job and be gone once again.
That's Jovi's philosophy. It's always like...
No, that's what I'm saying. He always says this.
It's right now. It's
like... But it's going to be good.
It's going to be fine.
But that pisses Yara off because Yara remembers everything. And she remembers 4 months down the road when she's like, Jovi, you said this only be one time and now you're leaving again, Jovi.
Yeah, it is annoying. I don't know what's going on outside.
Something's happening. I think two people are fist fucking. I don't know. But Jovi does say, if you go stay with Mom, I know you were safe there.
That's true.
Jovi.
I think that's it. That's all I had for them. It's a very short little segment.
I don't want to do the next one.
We're going to Oklahoma. This where Wizard of Oz Was?
That's Kansas, baby. Kansas, baby.
Oh, it's
but they're
same
close.
thing.
But they're close.
It's the same thing.
Y'all,
We're leaving Squim.
Mike
We're
and
going
Natalie
to-
are on the road again. They're on the road to go to the airport to go to Oklahoma.
And y'all, I kind of felt for Natalie right now because she's not a morning person.
She's
Her
not.
face has still got pillow marks on it. She's just like, she's sitting over there real crusty in the car, like, don't touch me.
And Mike's all like, hi ho.
He is a morning person.
He gets up at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and she's like, he's like, just throw. There are some times when they act cute together, and I can actually see them where what they like about one another.
But it's not real.
It is.
It's not. So they're acting cute, but they're acting. They're acting the way you think you're supposed to be in a relationship, and they never are being their authentic self.
And she's just so.
I just read them.
She's so irritable. She's just like, you need to make your golubski or whatever it is. She's like, traditional dishes should be made by people who are traditional, who are native.
Native.
Yeah.
And Natalie does that. She'll like say something. She goes like, And I imagine like, I think Natalie thinks she's a witch because she says something and she's like, kiss to spill. She's like
Maybe.
always moving or something. It makes no sense.
I just wrote also, he's so fucking annoying on the way to the airport. Just being like, can't wait to see Mama.
Can't wait to see Mom. Yep. We're gonna ignore everything. Everything's gonna be okay. But don't worry with your mom. But it's not now. We're not gonna worry about that now. And then I wrote, and Natalie says this later, and I said, "Yep, Natalie, welcome. That's all he ever is going to do is completely ignore your feelings."
Yeah.
And that's what this has been about from the very get-go. If he had acknowledged Natalie's feelings and heard her from the get-go, I think they could still be together.
Possibly.
But he completely ignores everything she says.
I think for him, I'm not defending him here. I think that's how he handles adversity, is only trying to see the only possibility of a good outcome. Of not addressing the inherent problems that could be there. But he's
using that in a way to completely, again, gaslight her and make her feel stupid for things she's saying.
I'm saying, do you think that's intentional?
At this point, I think it's probably. I wonder if there's a little bit of that, only because you have to be and maybe he's that dumb. You have to be pretty stupid to have been on a reality show for this long and had seen yourself on this many seasons.
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't watch the show at all, but he does. They do.
I'm confused what you're saying.
It's a difference of. There's a difference of behaving one way, and the difference of behaving one way, and then the difference of behaving a way, and then seeing yourself on television act that way.
No, I get that. I'm saying, why do you think that just seeing his behavior would make him realize it? I don't think so.
But I don't know. He's pretty emotionally idiotic. Like he does. I don't think he has a lot of emotional sense.
I'm not saying this is good. I'm just saying I think this is how he deals with everything.
I agree with you. I think it's how he deals with everything.
Yeah.
And I think he has no emotional intelligence at all.
That's true.
And Natalie actually, again, she's one eye blink away from lunacy, but she has a little bit more. So she can't understand why, at least when I tell you something and then you don't hear it at all.
Right.
That's so frustrating to her.
And it's weird because sometimes they'll seem to communicate, and then the other day we're back to not talking at all.
No. Yeah.
Their segments frustrate the shit out of me.
They need to not be together.
Well, hopefully if the rumors are true, they're not.
Yeah, the rumors are that they're not, but none of that is substantiated.
But no, she says Mike ignores that there's a problem, and that's exactly the truth.
And that's exactly what he does.
And I will say that's a very not that Mike was raised in the South. It's a very Southern approach.
That's a very
I
think
male
approach. Male approach.
But I think in the South, even women, you ignore that there's a problem, and you just keep going.
Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah.
Because it's much harder to talk about your feelings.
Not familiar. No, I agree. I think it's not even maybe like South. I think that's a country way of life too. Like, look, it's just, you grow up in the country, things happen. Your child gets mauled by a bear, dies, you keep on moving. Stuff happens, Sometimes your child gets mauled by a bear. Yeah,
Or as you said, your mom sees the light go out of your stepfather's eyes.
Or like the Journey Cakes, his mom died when he was 9.
Journey Case?
Journey Cake, that was his last name. Shane Journey Cake.
Who?
His kid from elementary. His mom died when she was young.
What's his name?
Journey Cake. His last name's Journey Cake.
What's his first name?
Shane.
Shane Journey Cake?
Yeah, like the word journey and then cake.
That is a made-up name. No one's name is Journey Cake.
That's his name.
What root would that even be?
That was their name,
Journey Cake.
Yeah.
Were they native?
I don't know. I think they like cake.
No, this is stupid.
No, really.
This is absolutely absurd.
I can look it up on
I don't want you to
Facebook.
look up anything on your phone.
But okay, well, I'm just saying. It's real.
I don't want to give this any more airtime than it deserves. Good Lord.
I forgot
There
what
was
his
no
sister-
one named Shane Journey Cake. Y'all, if you're not listening and if you're listening to the podcast, he just showed me a name, which is indeed the word journey plus the word cake.
He's a sweet guy. Sweet guy.
And he died?
No, his mom did, very young. But I remember, though, like people, obviously, even big, but I say like country folk, people are kind of like, well, you just got to keep on going. And I remember them thinking,
how did we get onto this?
But I remember them thinking, but your mother died. That's horrible. I'm saying that Mike doesn't acknowledge Natalie's feelings and, honestly, Natalie's pain and sadness. No, I'm just...
We have to move on.
He dated Tara Farrell for a little bit.
Of course she did. Because Tara Farrell has a connection to everything. So, you guys in Tulsa, Kip Winger, from the band, obviously, is picking them up.
Her hair
is full on guitarist from Def Leppard. Kip Winger, one of them. It's not even playing anymore.
Like, you guys, it's exciting to see what her house is going to look like because someone...
Holy hell!
Because someone with this haircut is not going to have a grasp on what's happening in the world.
No.
Their Southern living is not being plopped on their doorstep.
This house, we're talking about
Magnolia magazine, she don't get.
Joanna Gaines?
Yeah, Gaines? Who?
Didn't she used to date your cousin?
Property Brothers? Is that real estate agency out in Bartlesville?
So...
are they from Miami?
They're... Miami. They,
Tecumseh?
She's basically sitting there in with her kind of... Mike's mom's face, Trish, is always doing this. I'm going to do her face. She goes like... Mm-hmm. It's always kind of small eyes and just pursed lips. And she goes, I just don't think they're really right for each other.
Just don't think they're right for each other.
Now, you can tell when Natalie doesn't like someone by when she comments on their fashion.
That's what I wrote too.
And with the lovely shirt, Trish.
Love it. It's beautiful. Y'all, it's a fucking plaid shirt.
That shirt came from the men's collection at Lee.
At Lee, yes. But she got it at a Catholic consignment store.
It's lovely. Just put it in a shirt.
She probably went out
like
to that big one that they have out in Veneta with the world's largest McDonald's.
That is, you are stopping by talking about Oklahoma's
It's
places.
over an interstate, actually. You drive under the McDonald's. It is a big... It's not even the world's largest anymore, but it was for a long time.
I can't talk about more Oklahoma towns. You're not allowed anymore.
Or
I
Marlo.
wrote down
They had a good one,
she's
too.
She's so obvious. She
is so obvious.
The worst poker face about that. When she's either nervous, she just acts like such a sycophant. And everyone, especially someone like Mama Mike, who can see right through it.
So here's my question to you. Do you think she's acting? Because she was an actor where she lived.
Oh, of course she's acting. This is how she behaves.
I was going to say, do you think she's acting or she thinks... I think Natalie wants them to feel uncomfortable. I think she wants them to know she's not comfortable with them because she's pissed off about what she said.
I don't think she's that far ahead in any of her reactions to anyone. I think she is so stuck in her head. She probably can't even think what she said afterwards.
Possibly, yeah, I can see that too.
Those all seem like random diarrhea of the mouth moments anyway. That she's so nervous. I don't think Natalie or Mike have anything they're doing that has designs. I think everything they're doing is coming off of the way they process things, and they're not even trying to see the world in any other way.
No. Well, speaking of not trying, Mama Trish says, there haven't been any confrontations, but I would love for there to be one. So she's already raring for a fight.
She's ready to go.
And Natalie says, well, I hope that if there's anything happens between Trish, Michael will take
my side. Good luck, honey.
Good luck.
Especially with a good smothered contestant or I Love a Mama's Boy like this one.
Good luck, Natalie.
Now, he's going to Oklahoma for a couple of things. For Thanksgiving, and it was his birthday, and also Mama's birthday. Did you ever celebrate your birthday with your mom?
No, because my mother's birthday is in December.
But would you have?
If we were...
I can kind of see it.
If we were together, born at the same time, it would be fun to take a mama-son trip and celebrate our birthday.
Like Mother Boy from Arrested Development?
That'd be fun, yeah.
No.
We go to a spa day.
There's no such thing, by the way.
Stuff.
Let me clarify. There's no such thing as a mother's trip. That's not a thing that you do.
I think that we would make it. It would become our tradition.
It's not a thing you do with gay sons.
We get our nails done. My mom loves a massage. We once had psychic. We had past live readings done together. We did that.
Oh, God.
No, we did. With it. Yeah, we did that. Where was
Would she believe in that?
Well, no, I had her read that book, Many Lies, Many Masters. And she called me, she's like, we're connected. I said, I think so too. So we think we've been in past life stuff. And we even went out over in Pioneer. That had a woman who's a psychic. And so we went out. No, not Pioneer, Piedmont. It's outside of Oklahoma City.
No, that's it. So, no more.
I'm just saying. I had a friend who lived in Piedmont.
So
she died.
Let's talk about the house.
Sure.
Okay, it's it's wooden.
Hold on, let me just picture it.
First of all, you walk in and
got a bad taste in my mouth.
And all you can first of all, what's this house smell like? What does this house smell like? Guess that smell.
I'll guess it. A can of open SpaghettiOs from 1982.
Ding! I was gonna say old tomato sauce, but that's close enough.
Yeah, that fake. Yeah, with that fake kind of cheese smell in it, even though there's not cheese in it.
Yep. I'm gonna add freesia. Or freesia that from candles or other air fresheners. I'd also like to add mildew.
I was going to say dust.
Yeah.
So that's in the same, definitely.
Right.
And probably, probably some type of cat piss, but she probably doesn't have a cat, and no one knows.
People's like, have you have a cat here? Nope, never have.
Not familiar. So y'all, this house, Natalie. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Again, poker face. Where'd you go? Poker face.
Wow. Trish collects so many pigs.
Trish. There are so many pigs. Trish.
Which I get.
Pig.
which I get because my Aunt Gail, her maiden name was Hogsett. So she collects pigs.
How is that spelled?
H-O, I think G-S-E-T-T, Hogsett. So she has hog in her name.
I've heard
and
Hogsett, S-H-A-H-O-X-I-T.
Not eggs, it's with the S.
Hogsett?
Yes, her family's from Oklahoma City as well. So they were from Oklahoma, more than northern Oklahoma
Your
City.
Aunt Gail, as you say, not Gail.
G-A-I-L.
But you say Gail.
I said Gail.
Now you said like I did.
Okay, Aunt Gail. And so she, love her. She's actually Italian. Makes a great lasagna. You wouldn't know it, but that's on the mother's side. But anyway, she collected pigs for years, but then she had 6 kids, and they all destroyed them. So no more.
Again, a nice story.
I'm just saying.
So
I get, though, collecting things. Because where we're from, our people...
No,
just
this is
women.
not a collection. This is an obsession because your life is empty.
Wow!
No, y'all, in every single room, this is like Dolores Claiborne's boss. Who collected China pigs. I think one of those China pigs would have been worth more than everything in Mama Trish's house.
Who's Dolores Claiborne?
Stephen King's novel, the movie with Kathy Bates.
And
the woman collected China pigs.
Mercy. No, what's that movie called? Midwife.
Misery. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Kathy Bates, the actress.
Not familiar. I'm kidding. I know Kathy Bates. I haven't ever seen Misery, though. It's scary. It's Stephen King. I don't want to see it.
These are dramas that people should
good?
see. It's a great movie.
I'd watch it. I'd watch it now.
Little weird when she breaks his legs and hobbles him.
Isn't that when she says, this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you?
You bit a dirty bird, Paul.
Wait, maybe I did see Misery. I think I did. Long time ago. Anyway.
So, y'all.
Okay, you're right. This is not a collection. This is an obsession.
This is a problem.
It's bad.
This is like hoarder style. People would come to your house.
There's also shit all over her house.
And it'd be different if they were presented in a way that was somewhat, I don't know, a collection, but they're everywhere. There seems to be more than one of a certain type of pig. It seems like an obsession.
It's not like...
I liked it when she didn't have a reason. They're like, why pigs? She's like, I don't know.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Just came to me. And Natalie, I feel like her house is a museum. Impressive. Impressive
I like more style classic.
She's like, and then Trish is like, and then once I'm gone, you inherited it all.
And Natalie's like, ugh.
And then they're sitting there, and Trish says, first of all, there's an owl lamp in the background that is well lit, which I think I kind of remember like somebody having. Like in the early 80s.
It's
like, y'all, she hasn't bought anything she hasn't bought a furnishing from even Walmart since 1991.
I was going to say 30 years.
At least. Why would you do that?
This whole place is styled with like Midwestern and Western. We're talking, I think it's even older than 91. I think the ethos of this place is like 84.
And she's only lived here for 5 years. So
that's right.
So she's moved these things there, y'all. She packed all these pigs and moved them to Oklahoma.
Anyway,
yeah. So there's an owl, and Trish says, "Here, can I take your coat and put it in the antique?
Could I put it
bed?
in the antique crib that just sits around?"
Y'all, she still has the crib that Mike was born in.
Probably still has his amniotic fluid on it from the belly button.
Is that creepy to you?
It's creepy that this just sits there. That should be in storage or in your attic.
It's just sitting in the room.
Maybe there's no attic. It's creepy though.
Definitely not a basement. We don't have a lot of basements in Oklahoma because of clay dirt. It moves.
Yeah,
well, I'm just saying. So she wouldn't have that. But an attic at least. But it was like open and part of the decorations.
It was weird. Speaking of everything in this house, we're really excited that we have. We needed to get their take on this, and we had two of the pigs from Mike's mom's collection.
Yes, one of the pigs is when Mike and Natalie go in the bedroom. It's one of the pigs on the wall.
Mortimer. Mortimer is his name.
And then there was one sitting by in the kitchen. The one that had like a pig with the rolling pin.
Yes,
with a little smile. And her name was Daisy.
Okay.
So we've got an exclusive interview
with Daisy and Mortimer.
Daisy and Mortimer. So
how are we going to do this?
Mortimer, glad you're here on the show. Thanks for being here.
It's called suspension of disbelief.
Yeah.
If you're way to go.
Way to go.
At least this.
Exactly.
Well, I'm pretty privileged enough to be here. Thank you very much. I was honored to get your phone call.
Sorry I'm late, Mortimer.
I swear that's the last time you'll talk over me, Daisy.
Sorry, Mortimer. Are we talking about Miss Trish?
Oh, you mean the woman who cleans the house and does the things for us? Yes.
The things she does in the kitchen just horrify me.
Yeah, like when she uses the egg beaters on her no place.
I don't think she's making butter.
No. She definitely likes butter because
sexual
I've been used to smear it all over her body before.
Wow.
Yeah, you've had to see that. The things that we've seen, I wouldn't want anybody.
My rolling pin's gone places it shouldn't go. So Mortimer.
Yeah,
I want to ask you, Mortimer.
Yes.
What is your favorite part of the day with Miss Trish?
You know, I think if I had to give a favorite part, it would be when she decides to come to every pig that is one of hers and give each of us a birthday greeting.
Oh, I love it. Sorry, I left. I'm back again.
Like when she says,
oh, yeah, the birthday
like for
song.
mine, she says, Mortimer, Mortimer, Mortimer Joe. Every day, don't you know I love you? What is yours, Daisy? Sing your song that she sings to you every morning.
Mine is, Mama. Oh, mine is, hey, babe. It's your day. Love you, baby boo. Which is confusing because I'm not a babe.
Yeah, you know what?
I'm a babe.
The strangest thing is that
movie set us back.
was also. Tell me about it. Our people have had to deal with a lot over the years.
Babe was bullshit.
You know, but that tune you also hummed was also her mama's tune.
Her mama's tune. Yeah, that's what they call mama too.
Anyway, but to tell you more, it's not a bad life here.
Oh no, it's just
if you can take the being rubbed on her vulva.
Well, and I know I don't like the swingers.
No,
I don't like the swingers.
Sometimes
many men, the ranch hand.
There are strange men about.
Yes. And one of them's a hairdresser, so her hair just doesn't make sense.
No, doesn't. Doesn't.
Anyway, I feel awkward now. We should go.
No, I've just got here.
No, Mortimer, that's all we have time for today, Mortimer.
No, I need to talk about the times when I was on the vaudeville circuit.
You know what, Mortimer? We're going to see you later. Mortimer and Daisy, thank you so much for being here. I don't think you're going to come back.
I hope not. That was not great.
Y'all, some things hit, and sometimes doesn't go good. But we just keep going.
So, y'all, let's talk about the birthday cake.
Okay.
Have you ever had a tandem birthday cake with your mother? Have you ever had a shared birthday cake?
My mother's birthday is 7 months from mine.
I just want to point out.
We never did any of that in my family, but nobody had birthdays around the same time.
Birthday cake should be shared. I think one person should get theirs, and then the other person should have them.
I actually agree. But this shows the kind of weirdness of Mike and his
and
mom.
the codependency that she needed to make her birthday also about his birthday. And his birthday was last week.
It was, and there were so many candles on it. I know that bothers you.
It bothered me a lot.
Because
you know how I am, you guys, after about 16, maybe 18 candles, it should just be a representative number.
It's also was, y'all, they didn't cut the cake. They just put the cake down.
No, they didn't cut the cake.
Mike and Natalie cheers with forks, and then they both just ate into the cake. And you know what this was all about?
Disgusting.
This was all about Trish making Natalie feel not part of the family.
Totally. And trying to make her eat cake. I guarantee you they will force feed her to eat mashed potatoes in the next episode.
Trish is going to already pick up that she has eating issues.
Oh yeah,
she's gonna.
Well, no, in the teaser they go to a butcher shop.
Oh yeah. So Trish is going to play on this cake is a metaphor of fuck you. I want you out of my son's life.
Fuck you, Ukrainian girl.
Yep.
Here you go.
Yep. It's really
y'all
really gross.
I hate to say it,
basically. Mike, you know why Mike came to Oklahoma? For his mother to do his dirty work.
Yep.
Because he
Agreed.
can't break up with her because he's a spineless piece of
but
shit.
But I don't, it's not that I want to defend him when I say this. I don't think he is aware of any of this. I don't think he's actively.
I think there's a lot of not awareness, but I don't think.
Because you know why? I don't think he's smart enough. And
he's an idiot. He's an adult.
And he even listens to his own inner voice about things.
I don't think you're wrong. And also, I don't fucking care at this point. Yep. He's been on the show. He's had Sean Robinson fucking ask him.
Right.
Like, everyone has asked him. He's seen us. People are saying, why do you gaslight her? And he's not an idiot. He still could go, is there something I need to process here or learn about? But he's just sitting in his own fucking ignorant privilege and not going to learn a thing.
I don't think gaslighters can learn. I think unless you have to be radically altered your whole structure, because it's all about making people feel lesser than you are.
No, yeah, it's true.
I want to point out, just to talk about some of the mommy issues going on. He's saying he still calls her mommy. Wow. I'm still thinking of a pig being rubbed on Trish's vulva.
I don't know how we got there, and I apologize. I really apologize, everybody.
And the song that she sings to them. Each pig has a song.
Each one, y'all. It takes 10 hours to say goodnight.
785 songs.
It's a long day.
And then so but this idea of talking of joining his birthday, and all I can think of is like the issues, and like Oedipus called and wants his complex back.
Yes.
It's bad.
It's bad.
And
it's bad.
Jesus.
I will be so glad when we're not talking about them anymore. But sadly,
let's talk about this dinner where
sadly we're on episode 5.
Where I know. So she says, my favorite thing is when Natalie just starts throwing out truth bombs. And I think she's tired. I think she is over it.
Yes.
But this is not the time to do it. I think the thing I want to tell, if I would have to strategize with Natalie, I would say, honey, we have to pick and choose the moments where we show what we really feel.
Yes.
Because with this person, you can't do that, especially in front of their mom.
But Natalie, I don't even think it's like a language thing. I don't think Natalie, it's interesting that she's an actor because she doesn't get and doesn't live any of her life in any subtextual type of ways at all.
No.
And so she doesn't
It's all full out text. Everything I say is text.
And it's no street smart or an awareness of, hey, these people are feeling this way. Maybe I should say this. Maybe this is a good time. She's got none of that.
No. And I feel like a lot of, and everything that she does do when she is trying to like either get someone to be on her side feels just false, and it's easy to see through.
Yeah.
And she turns into, now I'm acting. Look at me.
I mean, don't get us wrong. She's fucking crazy.
Yeah. And Mike falls for it. That's the other thing.
Mike fell for her. Mike fell for, because he's
and
got
her
a
gigantic Ukrainian boobies.
He fell for her boobs, her eyes, and her, quote, exoticism, that she is someone that he's, because y'all, American women don't date Mike.
No.
Because Mike's a loser.
Mike's a loser.
And so he gets her, and suddenly everybody's like, Mike, how did you get this woman?
Yep. When she say, basically in the confession, she says, we were talking about how you like squim, and she's like, no, I don't like it at all. I want to socialize. I want to proceed in my career. And she says in her confessional, I was a journalist and actress, and I did modeling, and the mom basically says, well, you were talking about translation, which is, I'm sure, something that she's planted in Mike's ear to keep telling her. And so this is going to sound like a direct attack. And so this is the thing. I think Trish is almost more of a gaslighter than
Where do you think Mike learned it from?
Exactly.
Yep.
But he's bad at it.
He's bad.
She's genius.
Mike's an idiot.
Yeah.
Trish is not
and
stupid.
Trish says, and she's like, well, I thought about it, but I need to do what I need to do, and I
need to
do.
laugh. And then she just
because
said,
I only have one life.
Yeah, I deserve to be happy.
And everyone, and her mom went,
wait.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what Trish has just done is a genius gambit.
Oh.
She's made Mike see that Natalie, it was rude to her.
Yep.
By just asking a normal question.
She goes, okay, well, I'll show you where you're sleeping.
Yeah. And then above the bed is the phrase in word art purgatory. Home means mom. Mom means love. Home means mom. Mom means love.
Y'all.
Yo, hey, babes. Momo's too.
Momo. She put that up before they came.
Probably.
She put it up before they came. That is not hanging in her house.
Y'all, if you did not feel the apprehensive about being in this house, and however you feel about
I
Natalie,
feel like the others are going to show up and just start killing them.
If you did not feel something in the pit of your stomach when Natalie came into this house,
it's so bad it made me feel sorry for Natalie.
I know, that's why exactly.
Natalie had no idea what she was walking
into.
None.
That's all I've got about them.
Shall we move on to our last?
Yes.
Our last couple.
Brandon and the Green-Eyed Monster.
Brandon and Julia. Y'all,
We're
they're
going to
go.
meet Melanie.
Melanie and her boyfriend. What's his name?
Taylor. TJ. Sorry.
TJ.
It looks like a Taylor. It looks like a typical Southern boy.
Yeah.
But with a long hair.
Yeah. And y'all.
It's nice.
It's a big. Yeah, it's a big dick.
It's nice.
It's big. So Brand's like, we're going to go meet Melanie. And Julie goes, yeah.
So fun.
So they're going to do that. And so Julie says to Brandon, she's like, I don't like beer. Why do you take me to They get there, it's a brewery. She's like, why do you take me? I don't like beer. Why do you even send me?
I thought they had a cocktail set up.
And she says, I guess Melanie likes beer, and that's why you came to this place.
Y'all, this would be a nightmare in a relationship.
Oh, I'm telling you now, after seeing this, I don't think they'll make it. I think they'll get divorced down the road. Not now, but
I don't think how anyone can put up with that constant, and it's all anger that's coming out of fear that he's dating someone else.
Oh, yes.
Or would go with someone else. She doesn't trust him. And he says, no, I trust you. I do not trust women because you are incapable of falling for women wiles.
Exactly.
You know.
And so they're sitting there waiting for them. And then Melanie and TJ show up.
She's cute. She's really
very
cute.
Brandon smiles. Julia is just stone-faced.
Stone-faced. Y'all, if your new girlfriend meets, even if it's an old girlfriend or a friend of yours that's of the same sex and behaves like this, good God.
Now,
what do you even do?
I do feel like Melanie kind of showed her ass a little bit. I didn't agree with some of the things Melanie did.
Yeah, later on, yes. But at the very beginning.
At the very beginning, Julia was horrible.
I think that was a complete reaction to Julia.
I think so. That's what I think it is a reaction. And so, and Melanie says on the camera, she gives testimony. She's like, "This is the first time," and she said, "I thought they were together, and I found out they were together through social media. So I just wanted to meet her and see how he is." And so she sits down there, and Melanie's like, "So." Hi. And they're like, hi. Melanie's like, so did you meet his parents?
She's like, yeah, we live with them. And she's like, oh, you guys are out on the farm. And she's like, you have been to a farm?
You've been to a farm. And you know what?
You've been to the farm with she.
I feel like before we go for any more further with this would be best showed in a section we like to call reality gaze theater.
I like the low stuff there.
Thanks.
Doesn't compete with my stuff.
Won't ever do it again. Won't ever do it again. This, unlike the Pick Theater, is not going to be complicated at all.
No.
I'm just going to be playing two roles of Brandon and Melanie.
I'll be playing Julia.
And Poodle will be inhabiting the role. Because to play Julia takes a lot. I fully admit it takes a lot.
It takes white-hot rage.
So, and Poodle's got that.
Got that. Spades.
For days. For days.
What do you...
Y'all, we're back. I had to pee real bad, and I just got up in the middle and turned
to pee.
Well, you're going to have to wait now. So anyway,
Fine.
Yes, Poodle has white-hot rage. Okay. This is our theater. Are you ready?
This is our theater.
And so picture it. They're sitting. They're sitting. God, I miss him.
I know.
And they're sitting there, and the waitress just left and took the order. And scene. So hi, yeah. So it's so interesting how you both met, you know?
What is interesting about it? No way we meet, and now we're here with you, and you're in past, and you're past.
So okay,
I'm now.
You so you met his parents. Like, have you been to the?
I live at farm. I feed animal.
Oh, you've been to the farm. Oh, so you met Hootie and then Tootie, the two pigs.
So you know,
and then Randall. Name. Yeah, and then Randall. The
what
else
do you know? Do you know what name he's called? Penis.
I wouldn't call it Winky Dinky. That's for sure. Wouldn't call it that. What else do you know? This is Brandon. I'm just gonna sit here and let this happen like an idiot. Yeah. Okay. Sure. So yeah, the farm's great. That's so great. So that's wonderful. I just wanted. Do y'all like? How did you did you meet? I just don't know a lot.
It doesn't matter how we meet. We are present now. We are married. There's no time for a girl like you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you like beer? Oh.
No, I hate beer.
No, Brandon, I love beer.
Yeah, I bet. I bet you loved a lot of beer. What else have you done with him with beer?
TJ doesn't like beer, but I love Brandon.
Well, maybe TJ, maybe you and me go have some non-beer together. Okay. What do you say about that? Now do you want me to do that with your boyfriend like you do with mine?
Maybe. Brandon, remember when we snuck into our parents' liquor cabinet? We had that wild.
What is this fucking shit?
That wild turkey. Woo! Gobble gobble.
No, I'm out.
Remember?
I'm not listening. No. You first say I hear
what?
We're
just friends.
Blah, blah,
We're just friends. Brandon, take off your shirt. We're just friends.
No, get away from me.
I just want to suck your nipple one more time, Brandon. Please, Brandon. And scene. Y'all, Melanie wants to fuck Brandon.
No, she doesn't. No, you're incorrect.
the questioning she asked
No, but
sounded like
that
someone
was
who
after
was
it just to piss off. That was all.
But
trying
why
to
would
piss
she
off.
care? Why would she care?
Because
If she
Julia's making an ass of herself, and she's trying to wind her up.
Maybe just because she's young and I'm just older, and I'd be like, "You're crazy," and leave it alone. But she really
because she came at her, and now she wants revenge.
because Melanie then really went in and then she said to Julia's face, she's like, "Boy, I feel like y'all really rushed into this. I mean, we've been together 4 years and we're not even married."
That's everyone that's everyone the producers says that's producer.
Did you do this?
That's producer
But
initiated.
still, it was Did you just do this to get your visa?
And that's every producer.
It is every producer.
So I did not think she wants to fuck him at all. I just I think it is all her. Julia came off really nasty to her.
She really did come off nasty. Horrible.
And so she was going to get back at him.
You actually played her a little kinder than she was.
I know I did. And she kind of found... I'm actually not as mean as Julia is.
No. You're very kind.
I'm a very kind person.
Nice.
But she sensed what Julia's weakness was, and she used it against her. That's what she did.
That's what she did. Melanie's like, I was trying to be nice, but after seeing her behavior tonight, and then Melanie says, Melanie didn't bring this up, but I think she did have it out for her a little bit because Melanie did bring it up. She said, and just knowing that she's a go-go dancer, and I was like,
yeah,
come
this
on,
was
fuck
all.
you.
That was when she lost all credibility for being.
When she said, I was like, come on, that has nothing to do.
She's
I
just
saw a lot of red
She's
flags.
just a small town, narrow-minded girl.
It's true because where we're from. Oh my gosh.
They'd have a real problem with that.
If you married a woman who was a go-go dancer, what would your mother do? She'd probably go,
it's a woman. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, it's nice to meet you, Nadia. Hopefully those are childbearing hips.
That's all Mother Poodle would care. My mom would too.
And you've had sexually transmitted diseases in the past?
Fine.
Well, that's fine as long as you don't have any now. Some scarring, it's fine. We'll get that.
That's fine, Dorita.
I
have sex with as many people as you want.
I
Just
see
have
that.
my baby.
I see that. I see a couple of bullet holes.
Well, yeah,
but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
In bed with the Russian mob,
sure.
As long as they don't know where you are.
Dorita, do you mind if Matthew sings musical theater? Okay,
Dorita?
That's fine. I just
are
made
you
up a
coming
name.
up with the name of Doritos? Dorita?
I just came up with the name.
Dorita?
Dorita. But now I do want Doritos, so maybe that's subconscious.
Do you know what the biggest injustice was of this scene?
What?
The fact that there was a plate of fries brought over and no one touched them. Did you notice that?
I did not notice
Now,
that.
they did not look good fries. They were not seasoned. They were just kind of steak fries, but there was a whole thing, and no one ate the fries. If I was there, I would have just been sitting there eating. You would have seen them fighting, and it'd been like me going... I would have been the friend just eating.
Some ketchup, please. Thank
Exactly.
you. No, make it ranch. We're just gonna do that.
Do you need any like Zap sauce?
No,
anything with a little spice in it? Can I get a side of chicken wings while you're at it?
Mozzarella sticks.
Fried pickles? Got any? Ooh, God, I love a fried pickle.
Ooh, I got the giggles.
Anyway, Brandon should have shut all that down.
That's it.
So
Again,
she
Brandon should have shut it down. And Julia said, if I get green card, why would I tell you?
Yep. She leaves, you guys. He chases after her. She says, take me home.
She says, I feel like it's none of your business.
Yeah. Now, I will say, when Melanie started going after Julia, that's when Brandon should have
stepped in.
But
Brandon,
he didn't.
But he didn't. And then instead, he didn't step in at all. And then Julia goes out to their car, and he follows her, and he's basically just says, why the fuck are you acting like that? Completely.
You embarrassed me in front of my friends.
And if he had said like, wow, she acted really terribly to you.
Yeah.
Julia would have gone, what? I'm so sorry. And it would have...
I don't know if she would have completely forgiven him that.
Oh, no, never.
But
at least he could have maybe kind of talked to her about her jealous behavior.
But instead of shaming her for it, which really is just covering it over with dirt, throwing dirt on top of it.
You know what this made me excited about? She's going to get red for filth for this on the tell-all. They're gonna come for Yara is gonna fucking come for her for this on the fact. Oh my God, maybe that's why they put them in the same season. Is I realize we're gonna have Brandon or Julia and Yara on a tell-all,
and we're gonna have Angela. We're gonna have Angela with Julia.
And Libby,
and we're gonna have Kalani.
This is going to be a good tell-all.
They're going to tear her to pieces.
I bet this is going to be a 3-parter. Oh, my God.
Let's hope not. They're going to tear her to pieces. And actually, you know what? Angela might defend Julia. I can see
Natalie is going to totally agree with Julia.
That she will.
Natalie,
men cannot have friends, girl. Yeah, she will.
This is fun.
That's all I've got.
That's all I got, too.
Yeah. That's the show.
That's all I got for you today.
That's not a song.
That's all
it's a sad
got. Song. This is Reality Gaze.
Good job.
We talked about some people, talked about some pigs, talked about some dicks, and we did some digs on Trish. That's Reality Gaze. Had to end it.
I'm sorry, I was watching my neighbor shake out her tablecloth.
Wow.
Classless.
Y'all, you can go to Reality Gaze. We should have a closing song like Carol Burnett. Why don't we?
We've got enough to do.
It's true.
Jesus Christ.
Go to realitygazepodcast.com, y'all, and you can see all of our other shows. Extreme Sisters. Poodle enjoyed the last episode.
I don't know if enjoyed is the right phrase.
It's going to be good.
I liked it better. How about that?
You can go to Instagram, Reality Gaze Podcast. We just had Sissy Christina is killing it on the memes. We just had a Dildo Swaggins meme. We just had she's wonderful. Thank you, Sissy Christina. We're also, you can jump into our Reality Gaze extra content. That's the Patreon and the Supercast. If you want to jump in on the $5 tier, that's for the people that
classic,
and we're doing Happily Ever After season 1 right now
with Muhammad and Danielle and Brett Dye, Russ and Powell.
They're trying to move to Miami. Alexi and Lauren are planning their wedding
going to Israel.
So, and she's stressed out because it's got to be the perfect wedding. So anyway, y'all, but we are having fun with that. So that's at the $5 tier. And then we're going to have Smothered is coming back.
May 31st.
May 3rd. Y'all, is that next week?
Yeah.
That is, oh my gosh. We're going to have Extreme Sisters and Smothered at the same time.
Oh, God. No, it's 2 weeks because this is the 22nd right now.
All right. As always, we'll drop an episode of that on the tier, the first, this tier for y'all to try before you buy, but that'll be on the $8 tier of our podcast. And if you want this show commercial free, you can jump to the $8 tier on our extra content.
Ad free for your pleasure.
It's true. And then for our for our gay trends that are on the 15th, thank you, Intimate Portraiters, for watching us today. We call these people lonely hearts, Poodle, because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places? Wrong places.
Yes. And if you are a man and you cannot have a friend girl,
sorry,
call us.
Hey, I'm back. Mortimer, where'd you go?
I'm here too.
Oh, okay.
I think I want to talk about. I want to talk about my financial platform.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.